The video you're about to watch is a full section that comes from my Masterclass push-ups course called Conquer Push-ups. In this free sneak peek, you get a full breakdown to building your pushing strength to unlock a set of 100 push-ups in a row. This insight into endurance push-up training is incredibly valuable, and I hope you enjoy. If you're interested in getting access to the entirety of the course, it's available for a one-time purchase on my Patreon page. Buy it once, own it forever. Or, if you become a monthly member of the Patreon, you get the course included completely free. So check it out if you're interested, first link in the description. But either way, enjoy the rest of the video, a free, full breakdown to achieving 100 push-ups. Okay, it's time to break down everything you need to know about training properly to master endurance calisthenics, specifically focusing on unlocking crazy numbers with your push-ups. And here is the big, number one secret that is very simple and that we need to get out of the way as soon as possible. The best way to improve in your endurance calisthenics is by training endurance calisthenics. Yes, the cat's out of the bag, it really is as simple as that. No secret tips and tricks, no specialized workouts will get you further in mastering high-rep calisthenics like training extremely high volume, many sets of many reps in the exercise that you want to master. Now, how do you do this practically, especially working it in with your normal workouts that you need to keep laying your foundation of building general strength and muscle? This would be my recommendation. Let's say you do want to achieve the goal of 100 push-ups in a single unbroken set. You will continue to train your normal push-up workouts utilizing the Castle method as explained in Module 3, training this way 1 to 3 times per week depending on your skill level and the amount of focus you want to give to that one muscle group. However, with your endurance goal in mind, you will now replace one of these workouts with an endurance-based workout every single week. Using the tracker template included with this course, schedule in one endurance-style push-up workout in replacement of one of your usual workouts. I'll explain in the next video the structure of 3 endurance-style workouts you could follow, but put simply, these will be high-volume workouts of several sets of several reps of standard push-ups, just training to get better at repping out higher numbers than last time. And again, keep track of this information. Use the tracker to write down the rep goal you are going to be working towards, as well as where you're currently at, so you have that information to look back on and use as a guide. Again, if your goal is 100 reps in a single set, write down that goal. Then, at the beginning of your endurance-style workout every week, do one all-out set of endurance push-ups to absolute failure, attempting to achieve that goal. As you continue to train, you will most likely get closer and closer to your goal, seeing a steady upward trend in your first all-out set, at least every other week, if not every single week. Embracing high-volume workouts and training for what you hope to achieve is the fundamental key to mastering endurance calisthenics. Like I said, in future videos, I'll break down the structures of some endurance workouts you can follow to keep you on track, as well as a few tips and tricks to get you a little further by hacking the push-up. But before we get to those, I do have to address the subject of proper form during endurance training. Everyone has a different opinion on what is and is not allowed in regard to endurance calisthenics. Can your form break down throughout the duration of a long set? Can you actively rest or adjust your resting positions, such as raising your hips to take some weight off of your arms? Can you lift a hand off the ground to shake out your arm, or does that disqualify the set? Here are my thoughts on these questions. At the end of the day, everyone is going to have a different set of rules. So, because that's the case, set your own rules for your own endurance sets. Obviously, some of the most standard rules might be that you must hit a 90-degree push-up at the bottom for it to count as a rep, and that you can't move your hands and feet during the set. Other rules that may be more flexible is full lockout at the top of every rep, or allowing yourself a little bend in the elbows at the top. Once again, all of these are up to you. But set guidelines for yourself and then stick to them in order to keep yourself accountable and not break your own rules halfway through a set. And when it comes to pushing yourself to reach the highest numbers of push-ups possible in a single set, I would recommend starting your rules for yourself fairly lenient at the beginning. If you've never achieved a set of 100 push-ups in a row, try and hit that goal with some allowances in place, such as you are allowed to rest in a downward dog position by raising your hips to ease off some of the strain from your core and arms. And maybe you don't force yourself to perfectly lock out at the top of every single rep. This will give you the wiggle room that you need to actually improve in endurance calisthenics and push the mental aspect and time under tension aspect to their limits, even if the actual reps are a little bit sloppy. But guess what? As you improve in mental strength and you begin to feel confident in your endurance abilities, you will always have the choice to begin being more strict, putting more rules into effect and cleaning up your reps once you feel like it's time for you to do so. In the endurance game, higher volume is more important for progress than perfect form every time. So get your 100 push-ups achieved no matter the cost, even if it's pushing through some dirty reps first, then work on cleaning those reps up to one day hit 100 push-ups with perfect form. Now that you have the blanket information regarding the general rules of improving in your endurance push-ups, it's time to get into the final details. In the next video, I'm going to highlight 3 of the best workout programs specifically targeting increasing your volume and rep count for push-ups. So go ahead and watch that one next, and I'll see you there. It's time to break down 3 excellent endurance-style workout programs that will help you skyrocket your reps and effectively get that high-volume work in to truly master the push-up. The first workout that I briefly mentioned in the last video but want to stress the importance of is an all-out endurance sets workout. This is a no-holds-barred set of push-ups that you stay in for as long as you physically can maintain it and rep out as many push-ups as possible, even if it means digging into some dirty, improper reps. If your goal is to achieve high-rep push-ups, train high-rep push-ups. Now, this kind of workout is rapidly exhausting, and you really can't do more than a few sets of endurance push-ups to failure before the amount of reps you can complete drop considerably. So I would reserve this simple workout for when you're low on time, performing perhaps just 3 sets of push-ups to all-out failure with around 5 minutes of rest in between sets. However, performing 1 set of all-out push-ups is a great starter to a longer workout to see where you're at with your goal before moving on to the rest of a standard workout. So keep this in your arsenal to use occasionally. It should not be overlooked. The second workout that I find incredibly helpful to pack in a staggering amount of reps into a relatively short workout is every minute on the minute training. Every minute on the minute is a workout method where you perform a set number of push-ups every single minute as quickly as you can before using the remainder of that minute as rest time. Once your timer ticks over into the new minute, you perform your next set immediately. This may feel easy at first when you are fresh and full of energy. But trust me, as the clock keeps ticking and your sets of push-ups become slower, thus cutting into your rest time, the level of effort this takes is excellent. And the sheer volume of repetitions you can pack into a relatively short amount of time is, like I said, very effective. For example, let's say you decide to perform sets of 15 push-ups every minute on the minute for 20 minutes. The time of your workout remains exactly the same. But because you keep a strict schedule, with very little rest time between sets, you end up knocking out 300 push-ups in just 20 minutes. And not only will this allow your body to quickly adapt to a high volume of push-ups, but it also builds incredible mental fortitude, being willing to push yourself to stay on track and work hard, even when every single set feels like the hardest thing in the world in those later rounds. Try an every minute on the minute workout for yourself. I think you will find it highly effective for your endurance push-up goals. And the last endurance style workout that I want to recommend is a Grease the Groove workout day. Greasing the groove is a workout method where you set a number of push-up repetitions you want to complete in a single day, but you don't block out any specific workout time to complete this number of repetitions. Instead, throughout the day, you remind yourself repeatedly to just drop down and do a quick set of 10 or 20 push-ups no matter where you are or what you're doing. It feels easy and effortless to knock out a quick set of push-ups while you're making breakfast, or on a walk, or taking a break during work. But over the course of the day, if you complete enough short sets of push-ups, the number of repetitions you complete within a single day compounds tremendously. By performing 10 sets of 30 push-ups throughout the entire day, for example, you'll be completing 300 push-ups, almost without even trying. Your body will also have plenty of time to recover between each set, and exhaustion levels will feel almost non-existent. But again, this technique adapts your body to getting used to high volume sets and reps. It will grow and build and adjust to the workload you are requiring of it, and through this method, you will improve in your push-ups. I've compiled the information for all 3 of these endurance-style workout programs into an easy-to-follow PDF document that you can download, print out, and use to structure your next high-volume push-up training day. It's available with all the other document resources attached to the very first video posted in this course collection. I hope you find them helpful. This almost wraps up all the information I have for you regarding high-rep push-up mastery, but there are a few final tips and tricks that I wanted to highlight, little push-up hacks that I've seen almost nobody talk about anywhere on the internet that will help you rep out just a few more push-ups if you really want that edge to become truly elite at high repetition push-ups. So go ahead and watch the next video for that information, and I'll see you there. I hope you enjoyed that section from my course, Conquer Push-Ups. Again, if you'd like to receive the entirety of the course, you can buy it on my Patreon page and own it forever. Or, if you become a monthly member of the Patreon, you get access to the course included completely free. Inside, I teach you everything there is to know about push-ups, including achieving your first perfect push-up, all the way up to unlocking endurance push-ups and mastering several specific push-up variations, like pike push-ups, archer push-ups, and so many more. Check it out if you're interested, first link in the description. I can't wait to see you inside. And as always, happy training.